Hey Isha, today is Saturday, the 14th of January, which means that week one of the winter quarter has finished, which is surreal to think about because we only have 9 more weeks and then we have finals, which is quite a while, a little more than 2 months, but it's gonna go quickly, I know it for sure. So all of this past week was mostly getting used to the new schedule that I have, which is terrible because I have 3 lectures on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I actually have 2 sections on Monday in addition to the 3 lectures, one of which is a section that I'm leading. So it's gonna be quite the quarter. But I do only have 1 lecture on Tuesday and Thursday, so those are my easier days. I'm taking intermediate macroeconomics, which is an upper division class, and it's pretty cool so far. I like macro better than micro personally, and the professor seems really knowledgeable, and so I'm really excited about that. He's also kind of weird. I don't know if you saw my Snapchat from Monday, but we actually started class by listening to a rap song. And he always plays music as we're coming into the classroom, so it's cool. It wakes you up, which is good because I have back-to-back classes at that time. I have that class and then I have discrete math right after. Discrete math is gonna be a bit of a challenge. It is math, but it's very logic-based, so it requires a lot of thinking about things, which is, obviously something that you should do on a daily basis. But, yeah, it's just you need to concentrate a lot. At least I do. But I've heard it's not a bad class as long as you, study and go to class. So, yeah, that should be fine. I'm also taking systems analysis and design, which I'm actually really interested in. It's, about information systems and how they are designed based on the requirements of a company, and so this class is really going to give me an insight to what happens in the real world with companies, and also how they manage all of the data that they get from their reviews, the products, the whatever meters they might have, and basically the inner workings of companies, which I find really interesting. I like learning about how things work, so I'm excited about that. And my fourth class is managerial accounting that I've already taken, but I am now a teaching assistant for. And so it's been chill. I just have to go to lecture and then I have to run a section. My sections are on Mondays at 8 a.m., which sounds terrible, but I found out that we actually have 2 Mondays off during this quarter, and I'm not required to do makeup sections because the students are allowed to go to any section and they're voluntary anyway. So I happen to have gotten a good time, and I'm actually kind of excited to do it. We just had a TA training yesterday, in which they tell you about how you should maybe schedule your sections, what you should be prepared for every week, how to deal with some challenges that come with the job, and just some tips. And so that was really helpful. I had a lot of questions and a lot of them were answered at that training, and so yeah, should be interesting. So that's all the academic stuff. Other than that, I have a 55 meal plan this quarter, which is different from before because I had a 5-day plan, which means that I could go into the dining hall at any time during the day, from Monday through Friday, and not on the weekends. So I'd have to cook for myself or eat out on the weekends. Now I have a 55 meal plan, which means that I only get to swipe in 55 times. And so I'm mostly on my own in terms of food, which hasn't been too bad. And I did go buy vegetables yesterday, so trying to actually eat properly and healthfully. So yeah, that's another challenge I have for this quarter, but I'm excited because I do like cooking. I don't know how often I'll have time to actually cook and how often I'll just have to like heat up frozen things. So I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with that properly. But I've been watching some Star Trek. I'm very into it now. I'm currently on Arena. That's the name of the episode. I think it's like the 19th episode. Things are happening. I feel like the other crew members can be kind of hard on Spock, especially since he's wired to, like, his brain is wired to think logically, and they always hold that against him. Even though he's half human, like, he does tend to show or think by his Vulcan side, so I feel like sometimes they can just be a bit mean about it. So stop being mean to Spock. But I get what they mean. Like, sometimes you do have to have emotion and be humane. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. It's chill for now until midterms start, and then I'll be dead. See ya, Ayesha.